This video is presented by the EA Creator Network. Thank you very much, EA, for giving the opportunity to play FC24 early and make this content for you guys. Now, we got another live gameplay example. We've got the controller on the screen. We've got people in the chat as well asking some questions. So I'm going to be trying to use some of the new features that some of you guys are talking about and going through. But yes, in regards to the swerve pass, the way it would work hypothetically would be like this, I think. Hang on. No, that's not it. It's the L1. Because remember, I always play different controls, but when I have it at the bottom. Is agility and balance important for a centre back? Yes, it still is, in my opinion. My prediction would be it always will be important. In basic FIFA, you need agility and balance to move. People don't understand this, but for me to do this with Ludmilla, it's all about agility and balance. If she hasn't got the agility and balance, she has the height, the lower height, which allows you to move, you see? But you need to know how to dribble first. That's the thing. People always forget that. You can't dribble with Haaland as well as, for example, someone like Correa. You just can't really. Wait for the overlaps. All about timing now. Gonna do a bit of. So going to do the new R1 dribbling. You see that? So you see that it allowed me to go into the. You see that clip there? I let the girl control a bit too early. Nearly missed a shot there, but you see, I was able to curve inside, increase the speed, and then left stick to exit. That player was just using the jockey button by itself. That's why it's easy to get through. As I said, the run and jockey is what you should be using a lot of the time. Is pace still the mega factor? It will be. It always will be in every FIFA. These cards are acting without Hunter as well. Don't forget, pace in general will always be very, this is going to be a finesse shot. I believe precision shooting is still on. I'm going to just relax a little bit. I don't want this player to leave because it's so hard to find the game. Can you do left stick dribbling like Kurt? Well, it's not that good enough. Last year you could do left stick dribbling very well. I still left stick dribbled very well last year. I would say my best probably feature of my gameplay is probably left stick dribbling, I would say. And you can still left stick dribbling very good. It just depends on the opponent. If the opponent runs towards me, you can left stick dribble. But now you have this new dribbling. You see the speed. You see I'm not jogging like this. But I'm not running like this. This new one, you see how it's got like a medium pace. So if you can switch between them like that, you see that? That's what gives you the edge. So you have to use them incrementally. So you kind of draw someone in. And if someone is still stuck in just using the jockey button, because you shouldn't be using L2 by itself, but let's say you are, you can just pace past them because they haven't got the ability to... Because remember, the jockey is... Imagine a running jockey is 100% speed. The normal jockey is 50%. So if you've only got two speeds, if someone is variably in between it, it's easy to get past them. And that's why I hold the running jockey. Look, if you look, I'm controlling the speed of running jockey with my left analog stick. See? I'm slowing my player down. You see that? See how I'm slowing my player down? Good play from my opponent. Is crossing effective this year? Well, I'll be honest, I'm not much of a crosser. I do feel it's an RNG mechanic inside the game. I need to change my settings here actually because the player lock's not enabled. The orbit dribble, yeah, we can do that as well. Thanks for reminding me about the orbit dribble. I'll do that as well when I get position of the ball. Moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Could be back in it here. That's the war. Cut back nicely. See there, that's the only downside. You see, I should have defended that perfectly. But you see that defender there, she's 5'7". It's the only card I can really get right now because there's no one on the market. But that's the downside of using someone very short. So generally speaking, Thais Ferreira, she's a good, or Thais should I say, she's a good card, but the height is a big issue. So I don't think you can get away with using shorter players at centre back. Well, it depends how short, right? A bit of goalkeeper movement there, didn't really catch it. It needs to be turned on. That's actually a good point as well. Yeah, you're correct. But and for those that are asking about the new orbit dribbling and stuff like that, I mean the new advanced defending, it gives you more control. But I'll be honest, I would only put it on if you're an elite player already. That would be my opinion on the matter. If you're asking my honest opinion. How do you feel the gameplay? It feels different. I actually think it feels smoother as well. I like it because you have these different variables that are not in the game. It just allows you to control different things. I also have to be careful as well, because you know last year when I was doing these tutorials, people think that I'm actually try-harding. This is like a tutorial, by the way. I remember last year someone called me out because they thought I was playing serious, and I was like, yeah. Well, so if you see me just walking backwards, I'm not wasting time. I'm just trying to show something. Just wanted to make that clear now before I get called out again. What is the new defending? I can show you now. Let me just go for a near post shot here because near post is back. Maybe I should have said that before, after I shot, not before. But anyway, yeah. So we go to game settings here. We go over to controller settings. The new defending, first of all, is advanced defending, which I'd recommend turning off. Put it back to tactical. I would say once you're used to it, then you can then turn it on. Orbit dribbling is on. Yeah, I would say wait a little bit. With tactical advanced defending, I think it's a bit too, in its naming itself, is a bit too advanced. I think you have to be, because you have to use different buttons now. People are going to be used to spamming the X button. You can't see the screen. You want me to move the controller? I'll move it down. Is that a bit better? I mean, covering the radar, but I suppose that can suffice, right? But yes, we're going to run and jockey here. Hold that line there. I'm going to do a hard slide tackle here. The game didn't do a hard slide tackle because when the game detects you can win the ball, it overrides it. So you see, for example, there, that is where, oh, I should have done it earlier. That's when a precision pass. You want me to use what, the orbit dribbling, I believe, right? What's the other question someone said? So I can't scroll up. I would say I'm a decent multitasker compared to many, but I can't scroll up. I can try actually, hang on. Let me just defend this situation. Let me scroll up. Does R1 halt your dribbling? Yeah, so R1 is that new feature that I mentioned. So you're the running. You've got normal. Let me just pass the ball before this opponent thinks I'm just taking a mick. But then like, let's for example like here, this is the new one. And this is why I like this new feature. Let me tell you another meta trick here, guys, yeah? This is a Nil Guides exclusive. If you're part of it, you're part of it. But if you can master the creative runs, good press from my opponent, you can now get the ball in a specific area. So I'll explain to you what I mean. I've got to somehow do this without getting pressed. 1 second. So let's say I get the ball over here. So if you can say to this player, I want you to run that diagonally inwards. I was just about to do it. And then, can you do precision lofted balls? No, you can only do a precision pass. Actually, no, I think you can do precision lofted pass. Let me just double check. I think you can. I think from what I can recollect, but let me just double check because I'm not too sure. How do you trigger a creative one? Left stick and then you flick the right analog stick like that. 1 second. Let me just double check something. Got double check here. So I got that through past semi. Defenders on tactical. Or switching me that on none. I use ball relative. I still think it's better. This is a new right stick sensitivity. I'll make a video on this. It's a bit too early to make a video, but I'll give you this is a very, don't touch this for now, was what I would say. Analog sprint off. Okay, that's fine. Defending is still the same. Yes, but there's now a different mechanic to actually defend. The mechanic itself is different to defend. The advanced defending was what I'm referring to. So although you jockey the same way, the way you actually tackle the ball, so the jockeying is the same, but the way you tackle the ball, you can now do a shoulder seal up, which I believe is square. The only bummer is you can't change the buttons. Like, I don't want to do a shoulder seal out with square, especially if you change your controls. Gonna do some running jockey here. Good defending. Yeah, so you can do you can do a lofted pass with the precision pass, and then that's a precision cross or precision lob pass. So let me try doing it now. So let's say I ask Bowen to go there. That was the worst pass ever for myself. But that's the risk you take. I would say don't use precision passing in your half. Slide tackle, yeah, get the ball, perfect. That's what's known as a 50-50 slide tackle. If you're in the Patreon, you should watch that video from last year. Very, very important. Orbit dribbling. Okay, orbit dribbling, I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest of fans of orbit dribbling. I don't think it has a use case, but I don't think it's the best solution. You know what I mean? I'll explain to you when I get the ball. I'll explain to you what I mean. Good play from my opponent here. Going to try switching. Gone for the first. This person's playing FIFA 23. It looks like. Yeah, precision lofted pass. Precision lofted pass. I think would be the correct way of saying it. It's not to avoid confusion. It's really, really good. Yeah, you're right. Lucky there, to be fair. But like, I wouldn't use precision passing here. So like here, I'm a bit in trouble now. I'm just gonna run here. Yeah, I knew I was in trouble there. That's the only problem with the short defender. I knew I couldn't. Orbit dribbling is this new dribbling. I'll show you. So it's like this. But like there's no real use case for it. Like I don't really see an actual situation for it. So like here, then you can make a pass with a normal way. That's still very effective this year. The player lock, should I say rather. Let me just get the ball away from this very high press on my opponent. Like pretend to go inwards then I'm just gonna go like that. Gonna go near post again. It's a good save. How does evolution work? Overstep's valid. Yeah, overstep. You mean step overs? Yeah, they're very good. They're still very, very good. We're gonna go here with a power shot here. We're gonna do like a power shot. Should be a goal there. I was too close, two away. Is it easy to do precision passes? Yes, it's very easy to do precision passes. Can we get a shush tutorial? Unfortunately, they don't have shushes anymore inside the game, so otherwise my great shush tutorial would have been there for all the old viewers on my channel that you would remember. That's the precision pass tried from my opponent over there. You see that? I nearly missed the ball there. That's why I think the intercept playstyle is going to be very important as well. This is going to give you that ability to just intercept the ball very much easier. That wasn't the best of passes. This player is a bit too slow, so I've got to be mindful. McGregor. 500 coins? Absolutely beautiful card. But like, let's say for example like here, then I do precision pass like that. You see that? See that precision pass? So I use a directed run to go in a specific position. But if I did a regular through ball there, the AI would try to push the ball on the inside. But with precision passing, I was able to push it on the outside. And thus I could clear the defender. So if you can intricately move a player with creative runs in a certain direction, then you don't have to worry about the AI assisting the ball inside or outside. Because you determine where you want the ball to go. Good tackle, Concert. Constant pressure already. I believe they nerfed constant pressure from my understanding. Or team press, should I say rather. Like here. Then you can flick it onwards and there's all I've got to be to go back. Hang on. Let me show you. Wait. I've triggered the wrong person there. No, that's the wrong person again. That is sometimes a bit problem. It's a bit finicky, I would say, when it comes to creative runs. There's a running jockey here. Alejandro. Perfect. Still got trigger with L1 triggers, guys. Don't forget. L1, still the most important button in the game. I'm trying to remember the new skill with the controls. I believe it's L1. Let me double check this. Hang on. That's not the... Maybe she doesn't have it. Oh no, she doesn't have it. She's 3-star, 3-star. No, I don't know. I think I'm going the right way, but I think it's the wrong... Maybe I'm confusing the buttons here. Do a slide tackle now to get the ball. That's a hard slide tackle. Positioning is always the most... That's why pace is still going to be the forefront, because it's all about positioning. I'm going to switch the ball here with the new precision pass. And you can actually aim the ball wherever you want it to be. Now, I'm not going to say actually. Maybe it's best I don't say it. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't say that. What was I going to say? Don't want to get blamed for anything early on. Any other questions that you wanted to ask? We're only in the last couple of minutes or so of the gameplay. Should have got the ball there. That should not be a foul. You should have actually... That's a mistake from the game there. You should have actually gone where I wanted my left stick to go. Light tackle, well played. Light tackles are very effective. Even last year they were super effective. Just weren't used enough, I would say. German crosses with this new feature. I'm not going to comment. Should be able to get the ball there. Yep, that's why slide tackles are so OP. See? Even though didn't look like I was going to win it. I'm not going to do a German cross per se, but I'm just going to show you. Should I show this? Maybe. I think you can work it out yourself. I suppose with a new mechanic, but precision shooting. So who cares? Well, unfortunately, I'll get blamed for everything if I say the wrong thing. Not this early anyway. I'd rather enjoy the game for fun a little bit. I mean, I'm going to hold back a little bit on what I say. I'll keep some things. I said he went for the Trivella, so someone was asked about Trivellas in the chat. That was the good. How did you go around the goalkeeper? Left stick dribbling, or you can use the other method, which is the dribbling styles, or you can do the fake shot. It depends. You can do it. I just do it just left stick. It's just more than enough, to be honest. Like here, like what I show you. Oh, I got the penalty anyway. Penalties have changed as well, by the way, guys. The way you aim it. I still would say this person not got the best penalties, but I would still say go into the corner, bottom corner's best way. What's hard slide tackle? That's a hard slide tackle. It's a normal slide tackle, but it's a new feature introduced last year. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed another one of those tutorials. Those kind of watch and learn walkthrough tutorials. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for tuning in.